And she says, I'm a border woman. I grew up between two cultures, the Mexican with a heavy Indian influence and the Anglo as a member of a colonized people in our own territory. So she is American, but she is of Mexican and Indian and Spanish descent, right? And she says, well, I grew up here, I have an American passport, right? But I am a member of a colonized people in our own territory, right? So she's reminding us that there's another history out there that maybe we're not so used to. So she says, I've been a border person my whole life. It's not a comfortable territory to live in. It's a place of contradictions. There's hatred, anger, and exploitation, right? So things that we've seen with Du Bois and Dubova and Rankin, right? She says, however, there have been compensations for this mestiza, this mixed race uh, life, and certain joys. And so now she's sort of talking about something that we haven't really heard, right? Um, Sort of the overcoming of double consciousness and pointing forward to a new consciousness, a new hybrid consciousness for everyone, not just for her own group. So living on borders and in margins, keeping intact one's shifting and multiple identity and integrity is like trying to swim in a new element, an alien element. There is an exhilaration in being a participant in the further evolution of humankind, in being worked on. So it's not just me, right? But dormant areas of consciousness are being activated and awakened, not just in me, but in other people with this approach. Strange, huh? Right? But it's also exciting. And so then she'll go on in the next part to talk about how she's going to explore this idea. So she's going to explore it through writing. She's writing and art. So she is an activist, but she's also an artist. She's going to work with primordial images. She's going to be working with Aztec images, Mesoamerican images, as well as sort of Jungian archetypal symbolic images. Okay. She talks about books save my sanity. She loves images. She loves metaphor. And then in the closing part of the preface here, she talks about language. So she's going to be switching codes, linguistic codes in this text. She'll go from English to Castilian Spanish, to North American dialect, to Tex-Mex, to Nahuatl, the Indian indigenous language, to a mixture of all these. And she's saying, I'm mixing them all together, I'm putting them together, and so it's a new language. And we need a new language, she claims, for the borderlands. Okay, so she's making an argument, right, that we've seen before, but she's also making an argument that we haven't seen.